And I'm just going to come in quiet. Well, here it is. It's Calgary, and I'm here with my good friend Dave Wally. Dave, who is a 40-year experienced professional programmer, recently been to Jamaica and recently married. Congratulations.
Thank
And what did you say?
Thank you.
Again?
Thank you.
I heard you say thank you because you're so happy being married, I know. And what better way to be married than to celebrate and exchange not only of beautiful love between a man and a woman, but also maybe greater things that we could develop between Jamaica and Calgary or Alberta or Canada, such as what, Dave? Sure, you laugh right now.
Absurd.
Go ahead, Dave. Tell us about CanJamEx.
Ask me that question one more time.
I'm going to ask you that question right to your face.
All right.
Okay, listen. Dave Wally, professional programmer.
Yes.
Tell us about CanJamEx and why we wanted to do this CanJamEx.
We want to do it because we want to give students in rural areas that don't have great internet connections the same experience that students have when they do have a broadband connection and the latest technology.
Are you telling me that certain times in Jamaica, when they have hurricanes, that all landlines sometimes just get destroyed?
Well, it's not just hurricanes, but it's a daily event that there's heavy rains in parts of Jamaica, and kids just don't have that same opportunity to get connected.
So, Dave, what we talked about and what we thought that might be helpful would be what? So CanJamEx would do what?
Well, we think the better technology in many cases is the hard drive. If you are just trying to, we got an airplane that's going to screw that up.
Keep talking through the airplane that's going to screw this up completely.
No,
Let's say you did have a hard drive. Let's say you had a hard drive like the one in your hand.
well, there's two advantages. One is that you can get information if you're not connected to the internet at all. But even if you do have a connection, you're spending time and money waiting for very slow downloads in some cases. So if you have a copy of information that most students are going to want,
Such as?
well, Wikipedia and educational videos, then you can experience what it's like to get information quickly.
Quickly, beautifully, efficiently, precisely. You know, being a teacher of more than 30 years, Dave, and you being a programmer of more than 40, together what I think we said was, my gosh, let's not only exchange between students, but maybe musicians and artists, and let's make this a dialogue and a collaboration between a lot of different peoples from a lot of different age groups.
We want to start with students, but we want to include communities. We want artists and musicians to show the way of how we can use this to communicate from community to community, from school to school, church to church, from
NGOs to NGOs, from where we're at, sorry to interrupt.
from
keep
where
going.
we're at to the rest of the world someday.
And I think this connection, right, that you, I think, articulated to me, and I heard you, and I listened to you, not all the time, but on this occasion, when you bought me a coffee, finally, after years.
Is that what it was?
It was a coffee. Those really important points, salient, if I was to use a word, really brought home the idea of a hard drive, or even something simple like a handheld, little mini recording studio, or specialized drawing pencils, paints, things of that nature, artistically, or guitar strings, or guitars, or mini recording studios, a little bit bigger, hard drives. electronics, even whatever can be of use to communicate and continue the dialogue.
Well, it's about dialogue and communication, and the internet isn't the only technology that's been developed recently that can help us communicate.
If I may.
Yes.
May I? What also is really so important is not only having internet. In fact, there's this prof from the University of Padua, not too far from where my own folks come from in Italy, who's written a book. He's been on the internet for years. He's actually developed to some degree the algorithm that Google in its infancy used. Massimo Mercuri, he's written a book and it says, less internet, more wine. So maybe we can approach the human connection and the human kind of discussion where we do use technology, but having technology serve the community.
Well, we're also looking at the internet as being not a completely educational experience. There's good and bad on the internet, and we're looking for the good parts of the internet that are great for students, great for communities, and maybe we'll pass on some of the other stuff that's out there.
I believe that anything that's cultural, artistic, health happy is what I just said to your face, health happy, and musically exchanging between people and communities and establishing that traffic of knowledge.
Traffic of knowledge, collaboration.
Humanity.
There we go. If we can use the... okay, I'm lost. So
If we can use...
Because you yelled at me.
If we can use the traffic and the actual pathways that we establish person to person, group to group, because it's based on caring, it's based on caring, and it's based on having a conversation of respect and caring, and engaging and celebrating all these words, which in this world gets to know somebody else. You want to get to know somebody else, right?
Well, if we're going to succeed, we will rely on people to carry the hard drive from one place to another. We're going to rely on students and anyone else who's viewing the content to add to the content and add to the conversation. I think it's a very human way to do it. Gets us off of the internet a little bit and gets us exchanging.
Person to person. If I may I?
Please do.
See, I see us as little Johnny Appleseeds who are sharing the basis of a fruitful, possible enterprise, of a collaboration, where our role is just to give of what we can. It's not big, it's not much. It's a few hard drives to students there, students here, exchange them back and forth, and have that content of what's important, not to us, really. It's what's important to students in Jamaica, artists in Jamaica, musicians in Jamaica, just generally people in Jamaica and people here in, Calgary or Alberta or Canada. So
I think your point is important, that we're not doing that much in terms of money and hardware. We're providing tools that allow humans to do the work. And a hard drive is not that expensive these days. It can serve an entire classroom, an entire school, an entire community. If they don't have any other opportunity, here's the opportunity. Here's the tool that allows them to do some good.
And that's what we're all about. We're here to do some good, and we're doing small things that are good in nature with a little bit of caring. and
Small things
respect.
with a big impact.
Small things with a big heart.
I like that.
You should. Okay, we're done here?
Maybe we could go to another location.
All right. Okay.